Welcome to the post-race press conference here after round 5 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship at Homestead-Miami Speedway. On the stage right now, top 3, Pascal Wehrlein from Tag Heuer Porsche, Lucas de Grassi from Lola Yamaha ABT, and Antonio Felix da Costa also from Tag Heuer Porsche. And Pascal, we start with you. First race win of the season after a difficult start to your championship defence. How does it feel to be on the top step of the podium once again?
Yeah, it feels great, even though it was a bit of a lucky win. Feels great. I think, yeah, somewhere on the podium or the top 5 would have been possible otherwise, but still, I think we had enough bad luck this season that we can also be lucky for once. So we take that, very happy about it. Strategy was good. Obviously, it was crucial to only have the 4 minutes of attack mode left for after the red flag, which we luckily had. Some of the others still had 6 minutes to do. So yeah, that saved us, and yeah, we go from here. Hopefully our season kicks off now.
We heard on the team radio that you kind of were told that Norman would have a penalty due to that attack mode. How aware of other drivers' energy levels and attack mode status were you on the restart, and what was your plan from the restart?
I was aware already before the restart. Still, I tried to finish the race in P1 on track. I tried to defend, but he got me out of the last corner with just simply more traction and more power. But I tried to keep him behind. But yeah, also my team told me to not do anything. Actually, I don't know what. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it's weird now.
Not normal.
Yeah. My team told me to not do something abnormal in the last lap, so yeah, that's kind of what I did.
And obviously that was very strong for the team because the team takes the lead in the team's championship. I know it's very early in the season, obviously with Antonio on the podium as well. Just tell us about this medal then, because it's the first time it's been presented. Just give us a little description.
Actually, I've never seen it before, so it's also my first one, and yeah.
Looks great.
Looks cool.
Looks cool on the camera.
Yeah.
Obviously, nice. A great result for the team going into Monaco with 2 races in Monaco for the first time. Good mood kind of enhancer ahead of that double header. And what are your thoughts on 2 races coming up in Monaco?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. It's obviously one of our favorite destinations. Had a pole position last year. I think DNF the year before, leading the race. So. Still a bit to catch up there, but generally super happy to be there again. It's one of the best tracks for us, and yeah, for sure the 2 races will be double the fun.
Of course. Congratulations again, Pascal Wehrlein, your race winner today. Move on to Lucas de Grassi. We heard there in the post-race interview, it's your first podium since the start of the season in 2023. How does it feel to be back on that podium, champagne in hand, celebrating with your family as always?
It's a very special podium for many reasons. One of them is that I haven't been in a competitive car for the last 3 seasons, and it's rough because although it's for you to keep the motivation up, knowing that sometimes you don't have the most competitive car is hard. But just try to keep the head down, do the work, and do the best I can. On the other hand, I think it's a very important podium for the team. It's only the 5th race of this team. It's brand new. We were competitive, also in quali. It's not that we were nowhere. We got lucky and then we scored the podium. We were very competitive in 300 in the quali runs. We were competitive in FP2, competitive in quali, and then in the race we had. I think apart from Antonio, me and Pascal, the difference between the energy was not that great. So we were doing a very good race. Of course, we got lucky with the safety car in the 4 minutes, but also I take it because we've been unlucky with so many races that once the luck has to turn to our side. And it's a massive boost for the team because, new team, you need sponsors, you need the motivation, you need the engineers to keep believing that you actually can deliver a result. And if you are in the back all the time, this motivation is hard. So very, very important podium, earlier than I expected, honestly. But also the performance this weekend has been good. So I'm very confident that we can improve even more for the next races.
Yeah, we heard before the race on the broadcast that reliability was the first thing to get down, and then performance was the focus. And you're right, that's happened very quickly. You've driven in every single US Formula E-Prix. How does the Homestead-Miami Speedway track rate in your list of American tracks, North American tracks we've raced in?
My personal view is that Formula E should be racing in streets whenever it can. Although this is a very technical, very difficult track. The asphalt is very abrasive. It destroys the tires or overheats them, or overheat the tires. So very abrasive. The track is tricky with all the modifications and the different grip levels with the concrete just being at the apex of the corner. You never know if you need to run it, if you want to go a little bit wide. It's technically extremely difficult. So I enjoyed driving here. It was a new circuit for everybody. If this is the place for us to be, Miami is great. We love racing in Miami. But again, the first year that we raced here in downtown Miami, that track was also very, very cool. So if I could choose, I would choose downtown Miami.
Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations again, Lucas. I'll move on to you, Antonio. Obviously a very difficult day and a very tough day for you to take. What positives can you take, though, from this result with maybe a few more minutes since you got out of the car to reflect?
Positives, there are many, actually. We've done, a very, very strong weekend. We were second in both free practices. We qualified third, and we executed the perfect race. We were up on energy on everybody by quite a bit. So I'm just sad or angry about the ultimate result, but the positives to take away are massive.
You mentioned in the post-race interview the rules and the rules being the rules. Do you think maybe the rules need to be looked into and any changes?
I also said before the season started that we were going to see a lot of people winning races on a bit of luck, with stuff like this. So yeah, I think when we're fighting for a championship, and I could have taken my 6 minutes attack mode later as well to make sure that nobody had attack over me or whatever. And we took our margins, because purely for this reason, these guys that had the 6 minutes, they left it to the last 6 laps and they got massively caught out. So a bad day for us if it's still a podium, and I will take that every time, especially if I look at where I was 12 months ago. But the rules are the rules, and I think if it makes the people at home be on the edge of their seats until the last lap, fine. Today it hurts me, maybe tomorrow it'll help me. The truth is, it's the second win we lose this year because of this. We lost out in Mexico exactly the same way. But yeah, if bad days are still P2s and P3s on merit or on lucky wins for others, it's still okay. The one that really hurts is obviously Jeddah. Those were basically 2 times 0 points for victims of mistakes of other drivers. So it is what it is. Still a long season ahead, and the car's fast. I'm in good grips with the car now, so yeah, it's going to be fun.
And as Pascal said, obviously Monaco is a good track for the team, and you've won there before, so very positive build-up for a stream of races now without big gaps in between.
Yeah, Monaco's going to be a very different weekend to here, and a perfect stage for some kind of a revenge, hopefully. We're going to have Pit Boost back as well, so yeah, I'm a little bit sad that it's a doubleheader because, we still need the winner of Monaco. Every year there should be one winner of Monaco. But on the driving side, we get to race that track twice, so that's going to be very cool. Yeah.
You'll just have to win both races. Then you can be the ultimate winner of Monaco.
You sound like Helmut Marko.
Yes. Congratulations again. We have time for some questions from the room. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand. Yes, there we go.
Mr. Da Costa, same question for Mr. Grassi. What did you guys think of the Homestead Speedway, and how does it compare to the other tracks that you guys run on?
I mean, in terms of drivability and how fun it was to race here and do qualifying laps around here, it was good. It was very fun. I think even it produced a good race product. There was a lot of movement going on in the race. So, yeah, I think we just, we asked Formula E, if we were able to race in city centers on our first season, we need to be able to do that on our 11th season. So hopefully we can, migrate back to city centers, and that would be awesome.
Thank you very much. At the front row over here.
So guys, at basically kind of similar, but like you come in Miami, a lot of you racing in a lot of tracks in America. If you picking up one of the tracks you already race in America, which one do you definitely want keeping on the calendar?
In Formula E or
Formula E.
Long Beach?
Yeah, Long Beach.
Simple. Thank you very much for your question. Dom?
Lucas, we know that Lola's been making progress all season and has used the long break we've just had to continue that further. How much of today was down to the progress that Lola's made, and how much was it down to luck with the crazy situation that happened in the race?
Well, it's impossible to quantify. What we can look at is the performance in quali, right? So I think the one lap in 300, flat out, everybody with new tires, it's the same for everybody. And we were competitive in FP2. When you look at the 300, it was fastest in sector 1 and 3 in the free practice. And in quali, we were second, few hundreds from Robin in my group. So the progress is there. But again, the field is so compact that we're talking about 2 or 3 tenths in a 1 minute, in a 90-second lap, which is super, super tight. Like in any other series, 2 or 3 tenths, it gives you 1 place. Here, it gives you 10 spots on the grid. So it's all these details that that makes it better. And yes, we have a lot more to improve in many different areas, from software to understanding the car setup to maximizing a lot of the hardware, the simulator, the simulation. Like, you cannot compare 5 races with 5 years. I remember when I was in Audi and Porsche came along, Porsche took, what, 2 years to win a race, or 3 years to win a race? So it takes time for you to get everything going. Although so I'm very happy with this result. In the race, it was a bit of luck to be in the right moment in the right time, but we were in the right moment in the right time, and we were there from the beginning. So in a nutshell, we are making progress, but there is still a lot to do.
Thank you very much for your questions. You can direct more questions at all of the drivers outside in the media pen right now. Thank you.